under the Biden administration, but is now getting renewed scrutiny under President Trump's term. The Justice Department is declining to comment. Black Lives Matter saw a surge of donations after the death of George Floyd in May 2020. Protests erupted in many American cities, including the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. The organization has faced mounting scrutiny from financial mishandlings, including a $6 million purchase of a California property. In the aftermath of George Floyd, BLM reported, quote, across our entities and partners, we have raised just over $90 million in 1 year, 2020. Of these donations, the average donation via our main fundraising platform was $30.64, and more than 10% of donations were recurring. One of the BLM co-founders said back in 2022 she didn't get a salary, but did receive consulting dollars.
You know, the idea that Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation received millions of dollars and then I hid those dollars in my bank account is absolutely false. That's a false narrative.
The scope of this probe into BLM remains unclear. Jackie?
All right.
Where did the money go? Where did the money go? Black Lives Matter did nothing for black people. I'll tell you that right now. Tell me one thing that they did for black people. Black Lives Matter was used as a funnel to get money from people to give it to other people. That black woman has been used. She bought a $6 million house. For what? What did Black Lives Matter do? This is why black people don't trust other black people. $90 million in 1 year. How much money went to George Floyd's family? That's how they made the money, right? Because of George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. Where did it go to? It's sad. It's sad to say, you know, this is why it's hard to trust black foundations. It's hard to trust because you don't know where the money going. You didn't have a $6 million house before, so you buying it now? That 6 came from the 90. That 6 came from the 90. We're not stupid. So yes, there should be an investigation, and I can't wait to see the real numbers about that because Black Lives Matter did nothing for black people, man. I just feel like we got to be honest, man. Look, we got to stop scamming each other. We got to stop falling for the scams because of the moment. I know other people invested, but I'm just saying as far as us, black folks, Black Lives Matter did nothing for us. How many kids did Black Lives Matter put to college? How many kids did it actually feed in the hood? What did Black Lives Matter do? They should be investigated. They got 90 M's in 1 year and did nothing. $6 million house, schmoozing with the politicians, but did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. $6 million house. You didn't have a $6 million house before, so where'd the money come from? Black Lives Matter. You didn't take money. You got 90 M's and you did nothing. This is why we got to start holding the people accountable. Hey, look, Black Lives Matter, it sounds good. It sounds good. Sounds like a good organization, but if you ain't helping the kids, if you're not putting kids through college, if you're not really helping us advance, if you're not giving out business loans to people and really helping black people that don't have a foundation that says Black Lives Matter. $90 million in 1 year and did nothing. A lot of people are going to get mad about this, but it's all about accountability. Us as black folks, we got to be accountable for our actions. I'm not perfect. I just got a microphone and I'm just telling you my thoughts. But if somebody get $90 million in 1 year and we ain't heard from them since, when's the last time you heard from Black Lives Matter? Tell me the last time you heard from them. They got 90 M's. They were used. Guaranteed some of that money went through her and they gave it to somebody else. That was a funnel. And she profited by saying Black Lives Matter. Stop having these things and stop supporting these things that says Black Lives Matter and they not doing nothing for black people, bro. It's crazy. You asking money for me, but you ain't did a damn thing, but you got houses, cars, all this. It don't make no sense. 90 M's, bro. So it looked like the DOJ just started an investigation. It appears to include subpoenas and at least one search warrant. Okay, so I guess they're going to be looking at their tax documents, financial disclosures, and how their finances are under scrutiny. For example, a report deficit and questions how much of the donations were applied to pragmatic work versus other expenses. You can't mess around with these foundations, bro. They got rules too now. They got rules too. You can go to jail. This is fraud. You got that money and do nothing with it. You didn't even try to feed homeless black kids. You ain't trying to put kids through school. Like, you get 90 M's, you could have put some kids through college, bro. Good colleges, not them HBCUs with 16% success rate. You see what I'm saying? We got to take accountability, man. We got to start checking ourselves. We got to start asking questions. Because everybody knows she hit a lick. $90 million, bro. 90 in donations. That's the biggest question. How was the fund spent? What do you think she spent it on? Staff? I think it was just her and her husband. Her husband had toys and stuff too. He got caught with some stuff, right? Allegedly. So what do we do here? Black Lives Matter, man. The messaging is good, but then it do nothing. Hold people accountable that's using black to make money. If you're using black to make money, you got to hold those people accountable. Don't matter if it's a black person, don't matter if it's a different race person, but whoever is using black for their gain needs to be held accountable. But we mad about the administration talking about they bad people, but they looking into Black Lives Matter though. And I guarantee they're gonna find some stuff. Right? Why wouldn't they find stuff? They gonna see $6 million spent on the house came from Black Lives Matter. What else you think it came in there? Paying people off, but none of it came to helping out. I don't look. I talked to my wife about this. I don't. Black adults should never be put first over black youth and black kids. The kids come first. The reason why the adults have failed is because they didn't have good programs when they were kids. So we don't help out adults first. We help out the kids. Because the kids is the future. The adults, we got to figure it out because we adults, right? We made the decisions. We got to live with it. We don't need no bailouts. That's what's wrong with black adults. Not all, but that's what's wrong with some black adults is we can't take accountability for our actions. We just want to sit here and blame people and ask for a handout. But the black youth, the black kids, they don't understand it yet. So we got to help them and put them in a situation for them to make money, for them to learn, for them to be smart, for them to understand responsibility, for them to have good role models. So why didn't Black Lives Matter put 20 million to youth programs? That would have been great. Let's put some money up for some of these kids that got straight A's and they can get accepted to Yale and Harvard, but they ain't got the money to get in it. Let's put some money in them so they can go to a great school and be great leaders. The reason why we as black people, some of us, why our culture is failing is because we're not taking care of the youth. We're not putting our youth ahead of us. The biggest thing I can't stand seeing is people that have all this money, all these cars, all these jewelries, and their kids go to public school. Will we do that? Your kids need to be going to private school. You say you got all this money, you say you're a baller, all of this, but your kids go to public school. You putting yourself first. Put the youth first, bro. Put your kids first. Your kids should have a better life, a better upbringing than you. Right? You want your generation to move forward. You want to be able to give them money. You want to put them in a position to be around people that have money, right? Know how to act around other races where they don't feel like they out of place. They know how to act because I grew up around this all my life because I went to private school. The kids come first, but us as a people, we put ourselves first as an adult. I gotta have the chains, bro. I gotta have the watches. I gotta have the cars. But your kid goes to public school. Yeah, you ain't trying to spend the 50 a year on your kid going to private school so they can be better, right? You ain't trying to do that, but you'll get the Lambo, you'll get the Ferrari, you'll get the Gucci, the Prada, the Louis. You know, you'll get all that. You'll look fresh for the gram, but your kid go to public school, bro. Make it make sense. Oh man, bro, I'm being straight up with you, bro. It's time for us to start having accountability. I guess I can call myself Mr. Accountability. Look, I ain't perfect though, but I'm gonna do the best that I can for my kids to be better than me. I'm gonna put them first. I'm gonna give them into all the opportunities and do things that you ain't got to play basketball and football to live to win. There's a lot of things in life that our kids can do without playing sports and they can make it. That's the reason why we ain't got enough black politicians. That's the reason why we ain't got enough black teachers. That's the reason why we don't have enough black scientists, engineers. Because all the black people want to play sports. I play sports. I play professional basketball. Ain't all what it's cracked up to be, bro. You make some bread, it's cool, but then what's life after that? You start all over. Now, our kids need to be having careers, learning how to invest, how to put their money into things, learning about money, learning about spending, learning about current events. It's not about the rappers. It's not about the music. It's not about being an entertainer. We need more smart black kids, but we don't have smart black kids like that because we don't have programs to put them into where they can learn about engineering, learn about tech early. You're not putting your kids into after school, learning where they can learn some more stuff. They're not just stuck in a public school system. But you want to get the J's. You want to go out. That's what's wrong with us. Black people spend $1 trillion a year. So why aren't we smart? We got the money. Why we ain't putting our kids in education programs? Why are we not leaning on the government to create education programs? Why are we not calling Black Lives Matter out and say, well, where's the education programs? What's the sponsorship so my kid can go to after school, learning to get more learning in? Where's those programs at? But you want to say Black Lives Matter, but you ain't doing nothing to make Black Lives Matter. You just want your kids to be an entertainer, a hooper. If your girl's out there, your daughter's out there, you just want her to be a hoe and be all up on TikTok and be a TikTok star for shaking her ass. That's what we want. But we're not pushing our kids to be great. We're not telling our kids, yeah, you want to go to space? Yeah, you can go to space. Let's put you in space school. Let's put you in engineering. You want to see the stars? You're gonna see them up close because you're gonna be on Elon's ship going up there. You're gonna be one of the pilots. You're not giving your kids no hope like that. We're not doing that. But we give our money to Black Lives Matter and they're just taking it, buying $6 million houses. Just so you can say I'm down with the cause. Black Lives Matter. I don't care. I don't care about no Black Lives Matter. I don't care because they ain't doing nothing. They don't care. So when you gonna be upset as a black person? When you gonna be sitting here and be like, you know what, man? This nigga's right. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna have that effect? When you gonna start thinking like, you know what, man? This dude is talking to us. But I'm tired of us jumping on these things like Black Lives Matter. Then you see 5 years from now that they didn't do nothing to make Black Lives Matter. All I gotta say is this, man. Take care of the black youth. Take care of the black kids. Put them in situations and show them things they've never seen before to make them want to be great. Don't give your money to Black Lives Matter. Spend your money on your kids. Put them in programs to where they can learn. Don't do stuff like Black Lives Matter so you can get a t-shirt so you can be on Instagram saying Black Lives Matter. That's foolish. That's buffoonery. If you think Black Lives Matter, then your kids should be great. Your kids should have all the opportunities that you didn't have. Your kids should be in programs where they can learn about the stars, engineering, tech. That's how you show me that Black Lives Matter because you care about the black future. But if you ain't doing none of that, I don't believe you. I don't believe you saying that Black Lives Matter.